So, good morning, everyone. It's Ted, your friendly neighborhood virtual yoga guy. I'm really not a human being. I am just a figment of pixels. I'm a figment of pixels together with wet shorts. So, just getting everything together here. I had a couple of ideas over the weekend and on my run, and so I thought I'd share them with you. One thing is that it came from someone asking me to label the classes. And then I thought, okay, so that means I got to think about an idea. Seriously, for 20 years, I go in with the general idea to go teach a class. And then based on who's in the room, I might execute that idea and I might switch it up a little bit. So I try not to stay super rigid or super attached to any specific idea. Now, since we're virtual and I can't see any of you, it's really just me going, let's see, what should I do? And so to have a little bit more structure, I wanted to share with you something quickly. And this is one of the first books I got a long time ago. Actually, I don't even know when it was published, but I remember thinking to myself, gosh, if there was only something called Amazon that I could order this from, then I wouldn't have to wait and go to a bookstore, because who wants to do that? Let's see, when was this published? 2002, so almost 18 years ago it was published. And it's a book, and it's heavy. Seriously, it's like 900 pounds. So it's called Yoga, right? That's the book, Yoga, a yoga journal book. Show you guys, Yoga, a yoga journal book. You might not be able to see it if I turn around. Maybe that says Yoga. I don't know. Maybe that says Yoga. I don't know. But anyway, so I thought a fun thing to do with these classes. So Tuesdays, obviously, we're going to do runners. And don't worry, we're going to start in a second. I just want to share a little bit. Tuesday, we're going to do runners because we have the Malibu Half Marathon Run community join us. We live stream with them. So we kind of focus on a little bit of something that might work for runners. Will work for everybody, but that might be a little bit more run focused, like maybe hamstrings or hips or whatever. Thursdays, we decided to do some high intensity interval training. So a lot of P90X thrown in there, leg stuff, maybe some push-ups. So we'll do kind of more of a HIIT yoga thing. That's on Thursday, and I'll post these. But anyway, so I thought what would be fun on like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I used to do something called Workshop Wednesdays, which was fun. And I would take one specific pose and kind of break it down and do everything that led up to that particular pose. So today I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to grab this book, which has been traveling with me for 18 years. And I'm going to open it up to a random page. And here it is. Vasisthasana. So Vasisthasana is something, actually, I don't even think in our quarantine life that we've done. But Vasisthasana, this is Rod Stryker in that book. That's what Vasisthasana looks like. So if you can't do this, you could just turn off the computer right now and go back to sleep. Because, if you can't do it, well, no, just kidding. So this is called Vasisthasana, right? It's this one here, right? There you go, that one there. Vasisthasana, and it's side arm balance. So just to take a look at it's also the same thing that we do when we do half moon, right? We come up here like this, we take this out. So basically that we're going to do 3 different. Try to show both of you. Super strong here. He's looking up at his top. Well, his gaze is up here, called the drishti. But anyway, and it looks like his big toe is actually on the floor. For me, my foot is up. I'm kind of on the side of my foot like this. I don't think I can get my ankle to do that. But anyway, so what we're going to do is that. So that's why that's what we're going to do today. That's the inspiration. So each day, unless you tell me you have something you want to work on, we'll either work on some idea or some particular pose. So we get inspiration from all different places. That particular book is one place I find my inspiration. So with that said, let's go ahead and begin. Step your feet about shoulder distance apart. Bring the palms together. Close your eyes. Take a couple breaths. Set your intention. Intention to release some stress, to heal, to strengthen. It's raining here today. Drop the head over to your right side. Stretch the neck. Breathe. So also with that said, there's a lot to do. Like, it could take a lifetime. I don't think I'll ever be able to look like he looks in that pose, just for everybody's information. Switch sides with your head. But it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter. You know, what matters is the effort that you put in. So if you put in some effort, then the magic is happening. Neck stretch. If you don't, if you just stop and look and watch, well, that's not really going to give you much benefit. But now drop the arms, make a few circles. But the reason I say that is because, you know, it could take a lifetime to do it. I don't expect you to do the pose. And like I said, I can't even do that pose because my hamstrings are so tight, my leg doesn't straighten. Other direction in your neck stretches here. But we can at least do some of it. We can at least work up to it. We can at least do a solid, you know, in our hour that we have together, a solid 35 to 40 minutes, as long as I get moving here, of a preparation to that pose. Some shoulder rolls, forward and back, forward and back. So you're going to see a lot of similar stuff, but some cool things, and it'll keep us on track. Take the arms up, interlace the fingertips. Turn the palms to the ceiling, stretch the arms here. Going out for a little run, a little Monday morning run. I was very excited about that this morning. It's kind of rainy and hazy. You cannot see the top of Ladyface Mountain. For those of you that don't know, right back in that direction is a mountain called Ladyface Mountain. Winds up being about a 700-foot climb. And so it's a pretty serious fold to one side stretch. It's definitely a pretty serious climb. And depending on how much time I have, I my house and I just start running, or I drive a little bit, you know, 40 minutes saves me, you know, whatever, an extra 15 minutes to 20 minutes. So that's good. If I have a solid hour to go run, then I'll just run from here. Actually, I haven't broken an hour, meaning I haven't gone faster than an hour. Oh, good. Back up to the center. Lean back. Take a nice big inhale and then fold down, forward exhale. Anyway, it was a little slippery and a little wet, but, you know, I did it anyway, and it was fun and it was worth it, and I loved it. Oh, check it out, you guys. This is my stroller. You guys can't see. Don't mess with the stroller. Clasp the hands behind the back, interlace the fingertips, stretch the shoulders. So part of that Vasisthasana, or side arm balance stretch, is, you know, having strong shoulders. So by the way, if you have wrist stuff or shoulder stuff, don't worry, we'll give you some modifications. Always modify if and when you need to. A couple more breaths here. Stretch. Good. And then just release the arms, roll back up, abdomen strong, slowly. Some circles, one arm. Oh, and my shameless plug. So we're virtually live streaming yoga because our studio is shut down. So there's ways that you can support us and these classes, and that is by going to 5pointyoga.com, switch sides. 5pointyoga.com, the number 5, POINTYOGA.com, and then you can either buy a class like you would at any yoga studio on Mind Body, or you can just do a little donation, a little $15 suggested donation, or you could Venmo me directly. Now side to side this way, so a little flap side to side. If you Venmo me directly, that money goes straight for the studio to support the studio, pay our bills. That's at Teddy McDonald, just like my social media, at Teddy McDonald. And then one more thing is I started a little community platform called Conscious Endurance, and totally dig it. It's just like a little social media thing for us, for people who want to live long, stay strong, be happy, kind of push their limits a little bit. And I'll be posting in there a heck of a lot more than I post on social media. So if you're interested in that, you can go actually to my website, teddymcdonald.com, and click on the community link, and it'll take you right there. And I'll see you in there. But for now, Vasisthasana. Palms together, take a nice big inhale, lift the arms up. Fold all the way down, forward, exhale. Extend the spine, inhale, look forward. Step back to plank, top of a push-up. Hold it here, breathe. I'm going to do push-ups today, but I am going to hold right here. If you hold, and I want you to just stay strong and breathe. Your abdomen, extending the arms up, breathing deeply. Getting some rain on my foot. Take one more inhale, and then let's lower all the way to the mat. When you lower, keep the elbows in if you can. Elbows in, elbows in, elbows in, elbows in, elbows in, all the way to the mat. Gentle back bend, lift the upper body up. Shoulders pull back and down. Oh, I forgot, my shorts are wet, which means now my mat is wet. One a little taller, and then right back to downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, not so bad. Lift the hips up, downward facing dog. Down dog right away, take a moment. Bend the left leg, push the right heel down. You're gonna feel the big stretch in the back of your leg. You need some more flexible hamstrings to get to your Vasisthasana, or side arm balance. Switch sides from there. Straighten that leg and breathe. And by holding it a longer period of time, it definitely allows you to go deeper into the stretch. So do that. Good. Straighten both legs from there. Come up on the toes. Walk softly to the hands. Extend the spine as you inhale. Look forward. Fold down as you exhale. Stretch all the way up. Nice big inhale. Hands together at the heart. Exhale. Good. Arms up. Inhale. We're going to do a couple rounds. Inhale, reach up. Exhale. Fold all the way down. Extend the spine as you inhale. Look forward. Step or jump back. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog, and then downward facing dog. I just have to check to make sure I have my towel. Hold downward facing dog, couple breaths. Just gonna. Oh, I thought I was out of the rain, but I was not out of the rain. So scoot it a little forward. Good, up on the toes again. When you're ready, walk or hop forward. Extend the spine as you inhale. Fold as you exhale. All the way up as you inhale. Now I'm out of the frame. Hands together at the heart. Exhale. I'll change the camera in a sec. Arms up. Inhale. Fold down forward as you exhale. Extend the spine as you inhale. Step or jump back as you exhale. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Shoulders pull back. And then downward facing dog. Pause there. Breathe. Couple breaths. Just switch this for our friends, and then this one here. I could turn a little bit. Whoa. That might just help. Good, up on the toes again. Walk or lightly hop forward. And then extend the spine as you inhale. Fold as you exhale. All the way up, nice big inhale. Hands to the heart, exhale. Arms up again, inhale. One more round. Fold as you exhale. Extend the spine as you inhale. Step or jump back as you exhale. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog, pull the shoulders back, and then downward facing dog. That's 3. We're done with those now. Right leg up behind you, hold it up. Sink the left heel down. Breathe deeply. Now, shoulders over the wrists, knee to the nose, abdomen strong. Lift it back and up. Forward knee to your left side, some core strength, but also arms and shoulders and upper back. Lift that back and up. Forward to your right. Yes. Back and up. All the way forward to the hands. Pause there. Oh, no, that's not what I want. Sorry. Stand by. Gotcha. I just need to see. There we go. Straighten the leg, flex the foot, bend the knee, drop the hips. Straighten the leg, flex the foot, bend the knee, drop the hips. Keep that going. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So this here, your hamstring stretch, when you're here, is definitely, bluebird. It's definitely what you need to have this, to get this pose, right? So inhale, exhale, a couple more times. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Good. Now, left hand stays down, right arm turns up. Side arm balance. Here you go. Right? Breathe deep. So put a little bit of weight on the arm. Obviously, most of the weight is in your legs right now, but lengthen the upper body and twist and turn up. And just for what we used to say in New York is hits and giggles. This is a family-friendly show, so, but just for hits and giggles, go ahead and see if you can grab this big toe. So here's the move. You grab the big toe. So this is my right foot forward. Right hand grabs the big toe. You take the outside of your back foot and turn it outside. And then you lift this arm up right into Vasisthasana. If that's total science fiction, don't worry. Lift the hips up a little taller. Breathe deep. And then come on back. Warrior 1, turn the back foot flat down. That's just for, that's eventually where we're going, right? It's just to kind of show you and think, maybe you could do it. Maybe right away, right out of the gate. You're like, Vasisthasana, nothing. I got your Vasisthasana hanging right here. Shoulders relaxed, breath smooth, and breathe deep. Sorry, I don't know where that toilet humor comes from. Interlace the fingertips, lift the upper body up, shoulders down, head back, breathe deep. One more inhale. Fold down forward as you exhale. Just a breath or two. Really get a big shoulder stretch. And then come on back up. Warrior 1. Inhale. Hands down, leg back. Vinyasa, lower down. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. And then left side when you're ready. Take the leg up behind you. Hold it up there. Breathe. Stretching that right leg. Breath smooth, even. And then shoulders over the wrists, knee to the nose, abdomen strong. Lift it. Backing up. Forward knee to your right. Backing up. Forward up to your left. Think about the arms. Really strong arms. Backing up. All the way forward to the hands. And then straighten the front leg, flex the foot like before. Bend the knee. Sink the hips in. Straighten the leg, flex the foot, bend the knee, sink the hips down. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, hamstring stretch, exhale, hip flexor. A few more times. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Good. Inhale, exhale. One more. Good. And then try that little Vasisthasana. So right hand down, left arm up. You just stay here unless you feel like you want to give that, our final pose today, a try, which you grab the big toe and then you get the side of the foot and then take the arm up. Leg up. Breathe. One more breath. And then you can bring it back. And then warrior one, turn the back foot flat, come on up. Warrior one. Shoulders relaxed, breath smooth, hips turn forward. And again, all the other things that we discuss, all in play. So feet flat, hips forward, shoulders relaxed. You know, it's funny, after 20 years of teaching yoga, the one thing I do the most is repeat myself. Clasp the hands back, interlace the fingertips, lift the upper body up. And it's funny how people can take 7 years just to get the fact that they should have their foot at an angle and turn it forward, right? It's such a trip. Arms up, inhale, lift up. But I guess I'm no different. Fold down as you exhale. Talk to my wife. Stretch. Breathe. Leg. Just one more. And then come on back up. Warrior one, inhale. Hands down to the floor, exhale. Leg back. Vinyasa, lower. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Maybe chaturanga. Good, couple breaths. We're gonna do 2 or 3 of these, maybe just 2 this time. So up on the toes when you're ready, right away. Walk or lightly hop forward. Extend the spine as you inhale. Fold as you exhale. Chair pose, bend the knees, reach the arms, inhale. Yeah, we'll hold it. Let's hold it 30 seconds. Breathe deep. Good, a little bit lower, pulling the hips back a little bit more. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and stand up. Good. Bring the palms together. Take a nice big full breath. Link it together. Let's do 2 rounds because we have more stuff to do to get to where we can get to today. So 2 rounds, sun salutation B. Chair pose. Inhale. Fold down, exhale. Extend that spine as you inhale, and then step or hop back. Exhale. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right leg first, take it up. Bring it forward. Warrior one, reach up, inhale. Hands down. Take the leg back. Lower. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left side when you're ready, take it up. Warrior one, reach. Hands down. Take the leg back. Lower down. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Pause and breathe. Hold it. Fingers spread, palms flat, actively stretching the hamstrings in downward facing dog. So lift the tailbone up, extend the shoulders, gently press the thighs back. That's lifting the tailbone and pushing the thighs back should get you into a deeper hamstring stretch. If not, then you can start to press the heels down. But down dog is not about getting your heels on the floor. One more breath. And then up on the toes again. Walk or hop forward. Extend the spine as you inhale. Fold as you exhale. Chair pose, inhale. Stand, hands together at the heart, exhale. Good, full breath. Back to chair, one more cycle. Inhale. Fold down, exhale. Halfway up, inhale. Step or jump back, exhale. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Maybe Chaturanga. Again, down dog. Right leg first. Take it up. Bring it forward. Warrior one. Reach up. Inhale. Stretch. Hands down. Leg back. Lower. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left side. Take it up. Bring it forward. Warrior one. Reach up. Inhale. Hands down. Leg back. Vinyasa, lower. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. All right. Pause there. Breathe. Good. Up on the toes. Walk forward to the hands. Extend the spine as you inhale. Fold as you exhale. Chair pose again. Inhale. And let's just take a little twist. Palms together. Hook your left elbow outside the right knee. Lengthen the upper body up. Turn, twist, breathe. Heart away from the belly. Turn and twist. Good, one more breath. And then back to chair, inhale. And then switch sides. Lengthen the upper body up, turn and twist. Good. Back to the center. Chair, and then stand. Bring the hands together at the heart. Good. So I'm just going to turn this way to face you guys so it's easy for you to see. And I'm going to start with my left leg. Start standing on my left leg. So we're going to first do this in a standing pose, standing sequence. So start on your left leg. It's my left. You all start on the left and I can call out left, right, left, right. So start on the left leg. Bring the right leg up. Tree pose first. Breathe. Palms together. Shoulders relaxed. Breath smooth. Those of you that joined us late, we're going to move into what's called Vasisthasana or sidearm balance. And here you go. This is it. So this is tree pose. Now take the arms up, couple breaths. Part of the, what we're doing here is exactly what we'll do on one arm. All right, tree pose, a few breaths. Calming the mind. If you're good at this, or you've been practicing a long time, or your balance feels pretty comfortable today, just close your eyes. See if you can get a full inhale and a full exhale without crashing, falling, or opening your eyes. There we go. I just about did it. Okay, so now left hand to the hip, right hand grabs the big toe. Straighten it forward first. Forward first. Right, breathe. Good. Now, out to the side. Here you go. So this is technically Vasisthasana if we're on the left arm, right? This is what we'd be doing. So straighten that leg, straighten this leg as much as it goes. It doesn't have to straighten. If you had a strap, actually, a strap would be really good to do with this. 2 more breaths. Whoa. Good. Back to the center. We're going to add a couple things. Grab the outside of the foot if you can and twist. So now you got that twist happening. Whoa, whoa, crash. All right, you can also do this on your knee, right? So from the side, it would look like this as I'm twisting. But if possible, you're grabbing the foot. And then that's your pose, right? Good, now back to the center. Lift the arm up, arms up, leg up, breathe deep. Still on the left leg. Why is lifting the leg so hard? Please tell me that. One more inhale, lift. Actually, I know why. Go ahead and shake it out a little bit. Because it's a small muscle. Your psoas muscle is lifting it up. And it doesn't really, like this is much easier, right? It's a little much easier to do that. But if you had it straight, it's a little bit harder to do that, right? So try to do that with a big pole. Bend it in half. Easier to lift the pole. put it straight forward, harder to lift the pole, right? Simple physics. Okay, so now opposite leg, and then right here, tree pose, hold it, breath smooth, shoulders relaxed. Part of the standing poses is all about calming your mind. When you get into a standing pose, immediately your body is figuring out how to balance, how to stay centered, how to stay calm. So if you have a chatty mind, do some standing poses. It will help you. Arms up when you're ready. And again, if you're super comfortable going, Ted, come on, this is nothing. This is easy. This is easy. Then go ahead and close the eyes. Whoa. Thankfully, I have a tent above me. I can grab the top of it. And now, go ahead and bring your right hand to your hip. The left hand grabs that big toe. Straighten it forward. Breathe deep. And oftentimes I find myself bending the standing leg. See if you can drive that standing leg straight and then take it out to the side and breathe. Good. All right. And then back to the center. And then again, grabbing the outside of the foot if you can, and then turn back, or grabbing the outside of the knee and turning back. So this is also fine, just from the side, kind of looks like that, right? Or if you can grab the outside of the foot, and you're grabbing the outside of the foot, and then once you got it, drive both legs straight. Lift the upper body up taller. Twist a little more. Balance is okay. Look behind you. Breathe. Ooh. And then crash. One more breath. Oh, we forgot. Almost. Lift the leg up. Now back to the center. Lift the knee up. If you can, oftentimes I'll see this here, which is totally fine. People just can't get their knee higher. You don't want to lean back to lift higher. Lift higher, but then lean forward and lift up. Abdomen strong, thigh strong, breath smooth. One more big inhale. Yeah, and then relax. Good. Shake out the legs. We're going to do a little squat. So coming down, squatting down. Squat is just kind of a nice little stretch for the legs after that sequence. Excuse me. Go in my throat. I didn't actually have my shake today. Which I normally do after a run, but I didn't do this morning. So now we can throw in a little arm balance. So let's throw in a little crow pose. Set the hands, lean in. If you're feeling super dandy today, super dandy, fingertip crow. Fingertip crow, why not? Why not? Boom. Jump back. Oh, upward facing dog and downward facing dog. And then don't break your fingers. Regular crow is fine. Good. Right leg up when you're ready. Bring it all the way forward. So what we're going to do first is drop the back knee down. All right. See if you can grab this back foot, drop the quadricep down. This is really intense for the quads, but also really good for your outer hip. So if you can, that right hip opens up a little bit. So I'm holding back here. You don't even have to hold. You can just let this hip go down. But what I want you to do is kind of feel this stretch out here. So trying to open up that hip socket a little bit more, if we can. Yeah. And this is just gonna kind of make it a little bit more intense. Good. And then we're gonna go to crescent pose. So go ahead and release that. Crescent pose, tuck the back toes, come on up. And let's see our timing here. back, so we won't go super long so we can get to Vasisthasana. Lift the upper body up, lean forward. This again is basically what we just did, but now standing on the right leg. So lean forward, step up. I'll just step back so I'm in the frame here. So warrior three first, driving that back leg back, extending the spine forward, arms out to the side, breathe. Arms can be forward too, that would be fine. From here, slowly open up the hip. So right hand goes down, left arm goes up. This is just like the pose we did while we were standing. Just imagine yourself standing on this top leg, taking your bottom leg out to the side, right? Couple more breaths. Looking down, come on back up to warrior three. Good, and then left hand down, right arm up, turn and twist, driving that back leg. So oftentimes this happens. You bend the standing leg, you bend the back leg, you know, you sort of round. What I want you to do is lengthen the upper body, drive the back leg straight if you can first. Typically that you can do. And then from here, twist the upper body up as you turn and drive, and maybe straighten that top leg. Definitely breathe. Good, one more nice big breath, give it a good twist. All right, hands down, feet down. Shake out the leg, and then we'll just step back. Step back right to down dog or a vinyasa to downward facing dog. Take a moment here, bend your left leg, press your right heel down, give it a really big, big stretch. And then left side, when you're ready, take it up and bring it forward. I feel like, did we do something? Oh yeah, we dropped the back knee. So drop the back knee. You could come up here a little bit and then just kind of sink forward, and you can drop this knee out to the side. That would be totally fine. All right. If you're more comfortable and you can handle it, then I want you to reach the left hand back for that foot. And then I want you to drop that quadricep down, lengthen the upper body up, sink over and breathe. Oh my goodness. So remember, the quadricep here, but we're also opening up the left hip socket if possible. Good. All right, release that. Crescent pose. Tuck the back toes. Come on up. Arms up from here. Breathe deep. Shoulders relaxed. Breath smooth. Tuck this. Whoa. Crashing down. Lift the upper body up. Lean back. Arms out to the side. Couple breaths. One more inhale, and then lean forward, step up. Warrior three. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Warrior three. And again, I'll just step back so you can see the whole thing. Drive the back leg back, lengthen the upper body forward, arms maybe forward. That's a lot harder. Otherwise, arms out to the side, slow. Whoa. Crash if you need to. Then open the hip. So top hip opens, left hand goes down. Push through that back leg, lengthen the upper body up, and breathe. Excuse me, got a little tickle. I don't know what that's all about. Some of the pollen coming from the air. Couple more breaths. Half moon pose or Ardha Chandrasana. I'm sure this is in that book. We'll be focusing on that pose someday. Soon. Back to the center, and then switch it. Right hand down, left arm up, and twist and turn. Oh yeah, baba. Totally using my tree I'm using my tree to help stabilize me. But if you don't have a tree near you, then twist and turn. Lift the back leg. One more breath. Good. Shake out the legs. We're going to go back to our squat for a moment so I can have a little sip of my water. Shake here. I got a lot when I was on my run. Before this, it's overgrown, like everything is overgrown on that run. So I just get so wet and have like, flowers and bushes in my shorts and my face and my socks. And thankfully I didn't slip and fall. So crow pose again if you want. You don't have to do any kind of weird fingertip thing, but if you want to, go for it, regular crow. And then we're going to go to our full pose right here. Go to our climactic pose. Crow pose, hold it, breathe deep, lift the head up, abdomen strong, ready, set, jump back. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Good. Okay, so drop to the knees. I'm going to start this left hand, right leg straight. So if you can't quite see that, my bottom foot is flat on the floor. This is the easiest way to do sidearm balance. This is how we used to do it in Brian's class, Brian Kest. This was it, right? And you would try to line up your hand. So go ahead and do this right here. Line up your hand, line up your knee, line up your foot, and line up your heel, and then balance. All right? And look up, top thumb. That's the beginning. Those of you that feel like you can go a little bit more, what I want you to understand is this, right? It's like dropping into the shoulder. Don't drop into the shoulder. Extend the shoulder. There's a big difference, right? You can, even without moving my head, that's the shoulder, right? Extend. Open up, one more inhale. Switch sides, same thing, other side. So you're gonna straighten the top leg, line up if you can your hand, your knee, your foot, and the arch actually is gonna be the trick here. So imagine you were on a balance beam and you had to have 4 points touching. So back foot, middle foot, how many feet do you have? Knee and hand. And then open up. Don't fall off the balance beam. Engage your abdomen slightly. Tuck the tailbone. So a lot of it is hips, right? If you're sticking your butt way out in the back like this, that's your hips. So engage your abdomen. Tuck and breathe. Good. And then we're going to switch again. So this time, for the newer folks, you're going to lift that top leg and work on your balance. Okay? So that's the next option. For the folks who are been doing this a little while, want to challenge yourself a little bit, you're going to straighten both legs. Flex the feet. Breathe. Look up. Lift the top thumb. Lift the hips up. Breathe. Good. One more inhale. And then switch it. Come right to the other side. Switch. Think about your, right into it. Think about your bottom foot. And like in the picture, Rod has his feet down because his ankle is so flexible. I cannot do that. So I just do foot. I'll show you that in a second. But lift the upper body up. Lift the hips up. One more breath. Come down. Pause for a moment. Let me see if I can just show you that quickly. Just pause for a second. I'm very close. Yeah, here it is. So if you look at his foot, you can see closely how his foot is pretty flat there, right? I'll show you guys. See how his foot is super flat, right? So he's lifting up this direction. That's too, I don't have that kind of flexibility to get my big toe down, right? But he does. So If you do, go for it. And if you don't, it's okay. So now we're gonna go to the other side. I think we just did that. So now we're gonna go back here. So now we got two more versions of this. Building. So from here, tree, lift the hips up. If you can, really, so now I can actually get my big toe down if I lift my hips up higher. And because the reason is because the angle of the leg is higher. All right, breathe. Good. 3 breaths. Switch sides. Same thing. Good. And then tree pose. Lift the hips up. If you can, big toe down. Right? Really fill it out. Don't sink into the shoulder joint. Breath smooth, abdomen strong. Breathe. Good. One more breath. And then, yeah, come down for a second. Let's just stretch the shoulders. You can have a little foot stretch and a little shoulder stretch, because you got one more, kind of the big climactic one where you grab the foot and lift it up. But before we get there, let's just stretch the shoulders a little while you're tucking the toes and stretching your feet. Interlace the fingertips, turn the palms forward, reach the arms up and stretch. I'm so glad I got out for my run early before all this rain. This would not have been fun out there. It was super misty and it's kind of spitting a little bit, but not like this. This is wet now. Give myself a little pat on the back for getting out early. One more inhale, and then come forward as you exhale. Drop onto the very top of your head, shoulder stretch. Interlace those fingers and lift up and stretch. Good, one more breath. Give it a good stretch. And then release it. Okay, and now we're gonna go back to our big one. So remember, any of those we did so far, 1, 2, 3, and I think tree might have even been 4 different options, right? So you had the one with the knee down, then you had the one with the leg up, then you had both legs straight, then you had both legs with tree. Now we're gonna take the leg up. So any of those 4, you can work on it. Work on the balance, work on the strength, work on breathing, work on the core, lifting the hips up. But here we go, the big Mac Daddy pose. So go ahead and go over to one side. Make sure you're okay, right? If you got a weird shoulder, don't strain it here. But if you can, come over, lift the hips up, and then tree is how I usually get into it. Tree pose first, then I grab the big toe. From there, take that forward and then lift it up. And notice notice I crash, but notice my leg is also bent just because I'm tighter, but that's okay. Now lift the hips up high, breathe deep, look up, and channel that guy in the book, Rod Stryker. We can't do it nearly as well as he can, but that's the idea. One more time on this side. Ready. So much strength and flexibility combined here. Push up a little bit more, a couple breaths. All right. Good, other side. So just so I can face you guys, I'm gonna flip around, but let's do it. Arm down, straighten the legs, flex the feet, side arm balance, and then lift the hips up. There, this side is feel much stronger on this side. Grab that big toe, straighten it forward, lift up, breathe. Hips up a little bit taller. Any variation you want or need to do, one more breath. Lift, and then release. Good. Come down, pause. We're going to go back in it one more time. One more time, and then we'll cool down. So your variation, your version, your depth of the pose. You're just working on one of the 4 options, right? Here we go again. Whoa, whoa. Stand by. Well, it didn't work out as well as I thought it would. Good. So now, straight arm up, tree, lift the hips, breathe deeply. Then if you're ready for it, grab that big foot, go forward, go up, breathe. One more breath, lift, and slowly release. Good, you could go from there, I'm gonna flip myself around, take a vinyasa, and then back to downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, come on up. Let's take a little Vasisthasana, camel, just a gentle back bend. So lift the upper body up. Lean back. Our little guy woke up. You could see my wife in the kitchen there with him over his shoulder. So lift the upper body up, lean back, and if you're comfortable, one hand to the heel, other hand to the heel. Drive the hips forward, lift the heart up, drop the head back, and breathe. Push forward. All right, abdomen strong, slowly come on down, and then all the way down to child's pose. So we're not going to do, it's not a back bend focused class, so we're just going to chill here for a moment and move right into a little bit of a hip stretch, outer hip pigeon, and then do our little twist in Shavasana. So downward facing dog again. My book is getting a little wet. From downward facing dog, right leg to pigeon pose. So right side pigeon, stepping the leg forward. Make sure that's okay. And then, oh, I wanted to do this too. Right leg forward pigeon, just about a minute here. Hooey. And of course, reclining pigeon is your option if you can't really do this one. Reclining pigeon looks like this. If your legs don't work for regular pigeon, this is reclining pigeon. All right, but I'm gonna go to pigeon because I love it. I love it so much. It feels good in my body. All right. Well done, friends. So let me know, how did it go? Were you able to get Vasisthasana? Does it look like Rod? Is it broken like me? How does it, how did it go? I want to know. I appreciate the photos and the videos of you guys doing some of these things, and this is week 10. This week we are going to hit, on Saturday we will have our 60th class. So today is 55, I think. Yeah, it was 54 last week. 6 days a week. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for showing up on a regular basis. It's very much appreciated. Thank you for all your donations. Appreciate that. Remember, 5pointyoga.com or just Venmo me at Teddy McDonald. And of course, these will be free. They'll live there for at least the length of the quarantine, but I'm going to keep doing them because you guys keep showing up and it's been so fun to meet some new folks and to reconnect with people who I haven't seen in forever. And who knows with this whole new world when I'm going to be able to open up the studio or what that's going to look like. I have really no idea. Switch legs. So many people are in a similar situation, So I just, I felt like it was my duty to make sure that we could all at least move and breathe and kind of, deal with, whatever level of stress was going to be thrown at us, right? So I appreciate you showing up regularly. Oh, and again, if you want to join that conscious endurance community, I'm super stoked about it, you guys. I'm really looking forward to posting in there on a regular basis and, getting a global community together of people who really want to just live life to the fullest. I mean, really, that's it, but how does that happen? How, it's cool because we get to share. I was talking to Jeff yesterday in there about his bike rides and nutrition, and we'll be talking about nutrition and sleep and yoga and fitness and meditation and all kinds of things. In fact, today I think I'm going to load up I have a program called the 7-Day Meditation, which is great, humbly speaking. It gives about 10 different kinds of meditation. And for the early adopters, let's say for the first 100 people who get in that community, it will be free. I think there's about 20 in there now. So we just started. So I'm super excited about it. But you go to teddymcdonald.com, click on the community, and then it'll take you there. You'll see the details. And that's it. That's all of my announcements. Otherwise, let's finish up this thing here so I can take Shavasana in a nice wet mat situation. Take a forward bend, seated forward bend, shake out the legs. I'm glad at least I brought a towel. That's good, smart thinking. Butt out to the side, flex the feet back, reach the arms up, fold down and stretch. So you can stay here and stretch. That would be absolutely fine. Or you can roll up, roll back, take the legs up and over your head for plow pose. That is another option. Good. From there, supporting the back, take the legs up, shoulder stand. Shoulder stand is commonly referred to as the queen of all poses, and ultimately you're cooling down your brain after heating it up. Legs wide from there, flex the feet. Bend the knees, soles of the feet together. Legs up from there, and then fold, dropping the head down. We'll take our final twist, and then do Shavasana. Instagrammers will lose you, but thank you very much for showing up. Appreciate it. Right hand over, right arm over, twist. See you tomorrow. 9 a.m. for some yoga with a little run focus. Switch sides. You could call it yoga for runners. We'll do something that'll benefit runners and everybody else for that matter. And now we get to listen to some rain. Good. Back onto your back, Shavasana, final rest. Eyes closed. Take a nice deep inhale. Take about 3 minutes or so. Totally relax. You go ahead and bring your left hand to your heart center, your right hand to your belly. Take a few breaths, grounding yourself, nurturing yourself. And then bending the knees, rolling to your right side. Easy. Easy. Coming back. To a seated position, comfortable seated position. Sitting up nice and tall. Palms up, eyes closed. A couple breaths in and out of your nose. So the yoga practice is really just the doorway to the meditation practice. The meditation practice is just meant to allow you to be comfortable in your own skin, regardless of what other people say, but more importantly, what your own mind tells you. Right? There's this sense of a deeper sense of comfort and contentment and joy and happiness and stability and security. All that comes from within. So we just use the body, move it around a certain way to get to that place. Good. Bring the palms together at the heart. Take a moment of gratitude. Gratitude for every breath. Namaste. Namaste, my friends. Thank you very much for joining me today. And I'll be right back here tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. And that's it. Stay safe, stay healthy, support your local businesses, and feel free to reach out with any questions or comments and share this with your friends and join our conscious endurance community too. It's fun, and I'm looking forward to it being more fun.